you have to actually pay for the chat?
Yeah, you like there's gonna be a trial and it runs out basically next year in March. After that, you have to pay for it.
You know what's funny? Somebody said it's basically a shitty fucking Discord.
It
Dude,
is.
go watch
It's
Oh
like,
It's
why
Alex,
don't you
bro.
just
Oh
fucking
It's
run
Alex.
Discord?
Because like I said, I'm the Chad and not dumbass, and you already know I fucking hate watching anything that's an hour long. Their state of play, like that shit's retarded. Like you watch that shit, you're fucking stupid. Watch this shit and you're oh, I don't have time. Like, bro, every time you watch these stupid state of E3s, you could have been learning a combo in Tekken or Street Fighter. Excuses, because guess what? You know how little time I spent learning about this shit? Oh, probably not even 30 seconds. Like, oh my god, Street Fighter 6, I'll switch it, and then I knew. That's it. What was that trailer? Like 30 seconds? Boom. All right, cool, that's it, instead of an hour. And then I watch other videos in the background of Oh It's Alex. Like, bro, Oh It's Alex was like, here's the thing. We all agree. I think the Switch 2 itself, not a bad system. To be honest though, I feel like that's what the Switch should have been at launch. I think the price is slightly too high at 450. If everything around it was better, I think 450 would be more warranted, you know, with all the stuff, whatever. But
I'm not gonna lie, the 450 I'm fine with. Like it being $450 is fine, especially when you start taking into account the other shit that the console itself can do. Like I do like the fact that the Joy Cons basically run as fucking like they're two mouse pads. Like you can literally use them as a mouse.
to
It's
be
fucking
fair,
nice.
my problem is I never ask for that shit. I don't like paying for shit I didn't ask for. You know, like the touchpads. You know?
That is true, but knowing Nintendo, you already know how they are. Ever since the fucking Wii, they're like, oh, okay, now we have to add extra gimmicks to the shit in order for it to sell. And don't get me wrong, even though it's kind of funny that we have Charles Xavier NBA now for a game, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Um, that's a game I'm only gonna touch for like 30 seconds and never play again. So for the fact that it's gonna be 80 to 90 fucking dollars to play it, it's kind of ridiculous.
I mean, you see, oh, dude, that's the. I mean, I forgot. Oh no, it's Alex said something fun. Even Honorable heard me. He was cooking the Switch. He said something else, but there was something in the middle. I'm trying to remember what he said. I don't remember, but man, you should really watch it. I mean, who knows? I might put it just so I can remember what the fuck he said. Cause dude, he had me dying, bro. Like shit. But yeah.
I'm just legit upset over at the like everything was perfectly fine until we started finding out about the fucking pricing and shit. Like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
literally.
spend $90 on a camera that looks like dog shit. Like what the fuck?
I mean, and the other thing is, I'm surprised that it even did 120. Like, okay, sure, whatever, but like 120. So, like, okay, that means oh, they're appealing to good. First of all, like, here's an honest truth with you. All hardcore gamers don't really give a shit about Nintendo. Like around the Wii is when, after the Wii, like there was no real fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because like, there's nothing on the Wii that a hardcore gamer would really fuck with. Like, oh, this is like whatever. Like, here's the thing. Oh, Zelda, dude, I could just play any Souls game. That's a better Zelda. Oh, Metroid Prime is pretty good. That's the only one they have in my opinion is Metroid Prime and Kirby. Everything else, you could just play a better version of somewhere else. Like if some, I mean, no, oh no, it's Alex said it best. He's like, bro, Nintendo exclusives are mid at best. I'm like, yes, like yeah, they're classics. No one's not, but they're mid. Like if it wasn't for people's nostalgia, how many fucks do you think would people? And a good example, why do most third parties and even other Xbox whatever? Because the average, and even to me, I don't give a shit about kids games. I don't give a shit about your like no. I need some big dick energy games, bro. Why? Because we're fucking adults. Is it? Who would have thought the people with the most income are adults and want adult entertainment? Wow, crazy concept, right? And it's not the shit on like you can still play Kirby or whatever, but like again, if you're an RPG dude, you don't fucking play Pokemon. You play SMT. Like literally, Nintendo is in its own market. It appeals to normies, casuals, and kids. That is its main demographic. Gamers just so happen to also get shit. Right? Like the main reason I want the Switch 2 is because it's basically a Switch Pro, and I would like things to run and look better that I already own. But oh my god, they want to charge you $10 for that shit? Get the fuck out. You know?
Man, an extra $10 to $20 just for you to fucking upgrade the game you've already purchased. Like what
from
the
every
flying
corporation on this thing because
like imagine owning the fucking new Legend of Zelda game and then you want to get the new console, but in order for you to fucking play it on the new console, you have to spend fucking money in order for you to play it. Like what kind of fucking bullshit is that?
No, yeah. Almost $100.
Well, the fact that they want to charge you for their fucking game demo, like whereas fucking PlayStation throws it in for free, that blew my mind.
fucking game demo. Like everyone always
You had
puts
to
their
make me pay
fucking
for all
demo.
that to
Their
have
tech
game
demo
chat
is always
and
supposed to
auto.
be free in
If
order
I
for you
had
to
a
figure out
Switch
how the
game
fuck this
and I
shit
could just
even
pop into
works
my
and
Switch
how well
2
it
and it
can
would
work.
automatically
Now you're
go
gonna
ahead
fucking
and
you're
work
gonna
better
make us
because
pay
the
for that
hardware
shit
was
now? Like,
already there.
no, man. Like, what the fuck?
I'm glad to see. And here's the
Yeah,
thing.
There's so many what the fuck moments on
Right?
this shit,
Yes.
and I'm glad that there's a lot of
game
casuals are even coming out now talking about, oh, I don't know, this doesn't really
more
seem right.
money,
Like
more
I was
access
watching
and
it in full
features and better
4K, and like
resolution and
a lot
frame
of the
rate.
games
Other
didn't really look like they were
to
hitting
get away with it,
4K. They were still
everybody
fuzzy, and
else
like,
will.
yeah, correct, they
So,
do all
if you
still
want
look
the
fuzzy,
Switch 2,
and like
or you
the
buy the
idea that,
Switch 2
oh,
version
okay,
at
so finally
$80
I'm gonna
for
be
that
able to have a
game.
Legend of Zelda that runs okay without it
Right.
Oh my
dropping
God, man.
frames. Like, okay, I'm going
Oh,
from
I'm
like 30 to
crashing out.
45 frames to 60
I'm
frames,
crashing out, but
but
we're
I'm
not
pretty
crashing.
sure it's not going to
If
stay at
you
60
pay for
frames.
the
Like, it's
service
not
to
really
get
worth
the
it. Versus,
upgrade
like,
for
that's
your
why I ended up
money,
bringing up earlier. We might as well just start
I'm
getting used
not
to fucking
done.
emulation.
Because, like I
Because
said
if I
before,
can
it's
run Breath
thought
of the
this was
Wild
fake.
on a Steam Deck
I was like, there's
at
no way this
fucking
is real.
60, 90, 120 fucking frames per second and
To
perfect
assure
4K
you,
and it not
they are
drop a single
literally
fucking
out of the
frame, what are you
cheapest
doing,
that
Nintendo?
Nintendo.
And I'll remember what it's fine.
Like,
I'll watch it later. But yeah, nah. I mean, it's not a secret that they're greedy. And someone said like, bro, Nintendo Switch was actually the final villain all. I mean, you're saying the wizard, and it's like, dude, they're the ones who increased the price of games, not even GTA. So now we know for sure GTA is gonna be 100. There is not even a cap. It's like, you know what? Yeah.
yeah, no fucking shadow of a doubt. Like, standard for GTA is going to be $100. There's just not
And
even
you know
a
what it is to
question.
me? It's a huge indicator that we're in the middle of the crash because they're desperate. They're not making. They know they are seeing the trend. We're like, no matter what we do, like here's the thing, and this is a funny thing. I guarantee you, no matter what the price is at, 40, 50, whatever, we are getting only the same people to buy it. So they're like, well, we're pushing, and they're still buying. Fuck it, let's push more. And I think a good example, one I think is the good follow of this, Monster Hunter Wilds. I think Monster Hunter Wilds is really what kicked this off. Look at how that game looks and runs, and people still bought it in droves for $70. People, and here's
And they're still praising
Capcom.
it. Even though the game fucking
Everyone's
crashes,
praising
they still
Capcom is causing this. Capcom is no better than everybody else. The minute they charge 70, they're just as bad. And they're like, oh, but their games are actually good. No, their games are okay. I said okay. All their reimaginings are okay. You people just have such low standards, and Capcom fucking up a reimagining is still leagues better than shitty fucking Concord or Veilguard. You know what I'm saying? Like, the problem is you're comparing shit to turds. Like, no shit one is less shit than the other, but it's still shit. You know? And to me, it's like, nah, bruh. People may not realize it, but that's always things. It's always the subtle thing no one pays attention to. Good example, remember I told you Mega Man X syndrome? It's when you see this,
Yeah.
right? Like, maybe the first three will be pretty good, but then X4, you're like, okay, there's like one fall, but you see it. Good example, Resident Evil 4. Oh, okay, cool. It's third person, whatever, but you can see the cracks. Then 5, you're like, oh, it's still considered good, but there's cracks. And then the next one comes out, absolute shit. Mega Man X syndrome. X4 is considered classic. X5, not as much, even though it has the same problems, more glaring. And 6 just goes all the shit. And that's why I call it Mega Man X syndrome. And mind you, X6 still has some redeeming things, but after that's never been the same. Resident Evil has never been the same after X. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no RE or Mega Man fan gives a shit about RE or Mega Man after X6. There's an exception always, though, right? Like, I think Mega Man X has a Game Boy game that people really do care and like, but the rest are shit. And same with Resident Evil. Revelations 2 is the exception, you know? But outside of that, generally, no hardcore true Mega Man or Resident Evil fan care. And it's generally true. Good example, Star Wars. The best thing, yeah, remember? Mega Man X syndrome. We already saw it. And it happened in the Mega Man X6 was basically, we could say pick whatever. And then the new ones with Disney, it's already shit. Oh, but we had one good thing, and it was the Mandalorian, right? Mega Man X syndrome. And you see it everywhere, bro. That's why I mean, who knows? Maybe it's called something else, but I'm calling it Mega Man X syndrome. And Capcom has that.
No, I honestly, you can compare it to good the Mega Man. Because I honestly understand that fully. Like, fuck. Yeah, that's actually a really good comparison there.
Right. And generally, see, right, the first film's good. The second, so it's the three. But what film is? I mean, it's unanimous. But I think Mega Man X just makes more sense because the thing about Mega Man X is it gives you plenty of room. It could be the first, second, third, but you could see a trend. And guess what? With right now, Capcom Monster Hunter Worlds or whatever it is, I forgot. Wilds is the Mega Man X 5 or 6. Who knows? It's somewhere in there, right? But people don't pay too much attention to it, and then everything else is even more shit, right? Like right now, it's like, dude, Capcom was the true one. Because here's the thing. No, if anything, Hogwarts was the Mega Man X 4. Like, okay, solid game, whatever, but everyone ignored it because of the fact that it was 70, right? So there's our Mega Man X4. We don't even think about Hogwarts. It was the true start of this, right? That if it and here's the thing. I bet you this is why companies are doubling down on the idea. Like, wait, if we distract, like with Assassin's Creed, if we distract people enough with the controversy, they'll forget this game is $5. And Street Fighter 6 is the Mega Man X4 as well. That game was 60, but its DLC is stupid. But then after that, oh, we're charging 70. Resident Evil 4 is the Mega Man X5. Then Wild is the Mega Man X6. And now we're Mega Man X7. No one gives a shit. Like, it's all garbage. Any game, like, we are saying, no. Oh, no, it's Alex said it best. He's like, bro, I was already against games being 60 during the 360 era. And I was like, you know what? He's got a point. 50 already feels like a lot back then and now. Like, on God, I agree. The only reason we let 60 get away with it more in 360 era is because there was more actual good fucking games worth our money back then. That's
Yeah,
the
we
only
actually
reason.
had good quality fucking games. And it was literally back to back to back.
Exactly.
Every 2 weeks, there was a brand new fucking game that worked perfectly fine at launch, that felt amazing, that had a great story, and a whole bunch of other
And
shit
I even told
into it.
Honorable.
Even if it was a single player game? Oh, go ahead.
And I told no, carry on. I was saying, and I told Honorable the reason why Wild's even sold as much as it is because of the fact there's been so little good releases that people have been able to save their money in the first place to buy Wilds. That's the only reason they put up with that price tag. Because if we had
Honestly,
quality games back to back, people wouldn't even have money for fucking Wilds.
I mean, that's why we're at the point where right now I am perfectly satisfied with all the games that I currently have.
Right, literally. I'm like I said, right now,
Nintendo, their best thing was nostalgia. And then,
like I said,
as soon as the
literally.
GameCube was announced, and the fact that they're even gatekeeping fucking GameCube games behind a fucking $450 paywall
Fuck
is
that.
fucking insane.
To me, what's crazy is me and everybody were like, oh, thank God I'm on PC. Like, bro, we can literally emulate it. Like, I was thinking the other day, dude, here's what's crazy, bro, that you're getting an inferior service, and also emulation's legal. Like, oh, let me go get my cartridge, let me get my USB to cartridge thing, let me get the ROM, and then let me go play it on my N64 emulator. Did you know that the Pokemon Stadium, because I love Pokemon Stadium, I was going to buy the membership when I was at work so I could play Pokemon Stadium because I love the mini games. Bro, it has lag on the Switch. So you are getting an inferior experience playing on the Switch. I might as well emulate it. Like, right now, dude, like, even people say, like, bro, just go buy a Steam Deck. Like, if anything, the Switch 2 controversy has made it where, like, you know what? Like, you know what's crazy? I was thinking the gaming crash is making PC gaming far more appealing, more than ever. Like, you stop and think, I don't want to pay for $80 for Plus. I don't want to have to, I can't own games.
Right now, the moment Steam comes out and says that they're partnering with Microsoft to make a console, and the fact that they're going to have you have that PC experience on a console by sitting right there on your fucking Xbox that plays all your Steam games.
Yeah, no, Xbox?
Like, in all honesty, that's just going to fucking win.
Yeah, no, right? Xbox is in a good spot right now. It feels like right now they're not winning, but they should be, but they're building a good reputation. Hopefully next gen, Xbox fucking kills it. I hope to God they cook these other two systems, bro. Nintendo and Sony have their head so far up their ass, it's aggravating. And mind you, Xbox ain't that, like, I said it before, Xbox, good company, terrible for game. Like, they don't know what the, like, I don't trust any exclusive with them. They're fucking idiots. But when it comes to their marketing, their consumer consumer friendly, Nintendo and Sony don't touch them. Because again, like, to me, this is how I feel. I pay $14, feels like a year. Game Pass, some of the best games, like, you're not Atomic Fault, whatever. What do I get for $80 on? Oh, here's Veilguard. Oh, here's some shitty Nintendo game that came out 10 years ago that has input delay. It's like, bruh. No, and even then, oh, we have cross save and we can play the PC version too. Like, bro, literally Xbox this gen is the superior system and ecosystem. Like, even right now, I was going back and I was seeing, like, oh my God, look at all these old games. I could just, like, I want Xbox to fucking win. This is coming from someone who's historically has almost never owned Xbox and is generally usually good, but it's like, no. Xbox has to win next generation, bro. They have to put these fuckers in their place, dude. Have to.
Who's winning right now?
Sadly, Sony.
No. The real answer is Steam.
True. Like, no, if I was about to think, like, it's, yeah, Steam, in a sense.
The moment they hit fucking home consoles, they immediately win this fucking, like, entire fucking gaming war right now. Like, right now, the idea of having a subscription is, like, hella hard on Nintendo and Microsoft right now. Because obviously, like, oh, you could just get a Switch and get the fucking subscription and just play all the old ass fucking games that we're gonna allow you to play, even though it's not the entire fucking catalog. It's like only, like, what, 30, 40 games each, which, granted, they're at least some of the most popular games, but it's still not all the games.
And even then, like, hey,
go fucking download it.
Hey, as everyone said unanimously, at the end of the day, Nintendo games are mid. Like, they're cool. Like I said, I love Pokemon Stadium. I'm not paying $40, dog. Like, they're just nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the other thing is, like, people say, oh, like, no, it's okay to, like, whatever. Like, they're fine. Like, you know, all of us could get together and play some Nintendo games, have a blast. But if you sat here and told us, hey, yo, you trying to play some Halo LAN or some Tekken, boy, we're gonna pick those things in a heartbeat over goddamn Mario Party. Get the fuck out of here. You know, this is, again, and remember, we talked about it in the vibecast, too. This is what separates the men from the boys. The Japanese are the men. They work hard, they play hard. Americans are like, I want to put cut on aim assist, I'm a little bitch. My ego struck me. While the Japanese are like, I pray for honor, give me third strike. You know, like,
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Shut up. I mean, it's true though. Like, Japanese just have better. Well, there's two types of Japanese: the bitch ones who play Nintendo shit and buy the Switch like retards and are loser cuck virgins that can't get no real bitch, and then the Giga Chads who are out here making porn videos of the cosplayers they're fucking because they play goddamn Gears of War. I made that lore up, but how true do you think that probably is? Shout out to the Japanese dude who's begging cosplayers and putting it on Pornhub. It's a very specific thing. I made it up, but it's probably true. God, dude, this is, you know, this is impromptu vibecast, dude. Like, that's how big of a fucking announcement. And even then, everyone's even saying, like, dude, this might just kill physical games, bro. Because why would you pay? And you know what? People always forget.
Oh, this legitimately is gonna go.
The taxes,
Physical
bro.
games are gonna die off this shit now.
Like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I said, okay, I made a lore in my game that I want to make. At this point, like I said, this is what I mean. So many people are so stupid. What if I said, on top of being a developer, and then, okay, we're gonna release my fan game, and then later, whatever. What if I said I genuinely have a plan, now I want to commit to it, of making my own system, bro? Like, genuinely a fucking system. Like, that's where I'm at now. Because it's like, fine, fuck it, I'll do this too. By the way.
This fucking point.
And okay, so here, you guys want to hear my premise on what my system would be, right?
Which rapper was the one that created his own
What?
system?
Oh, the Soldier Boy console?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Dude, that was just
okay,
an emulation machine.
Okay, Soldier Boy.
No, okay, so here's what it would be. So the main thing I thought that would make it sell immediately is I want to make it like the ultimate backwards compatible machine. I would look into like, basically it would be like almost like a glorified console thing, except on like Soldier Boys, it's not can. I would make it where you could put cartridge, and there's different models too, so different prices, because the cartridges are a bit pain in the ass. But there's one where like, okay, here's like you can put cartridges, and it would be set where you can put NES, N64, whatever. And then, okay, that's easy, right? That alone, I think, would already sell it. The fact that you have a modern machine that could already play your cartridge. So there's one that's just cartridges, you know, Sega, Nintendo. Like, if it's a cartridge one, but it plays all cartridges, right? Just throughout the board. Boom, and that already. And then we have, the disc-based one, which is like, that's basically anything PS2 and PS1, because it uses a weak laser disc. And that one would be fairly cheap. Right. And then, of course, there's the one that has the Blu-ray one. That one would automatically cover anything from Blu-ray to lesser. So that means PS1 to 3. And then, of course, like I said, and then also I could make it where you could buy them separate, like almost like add-ons. You could just connect them, right? And I'm thinking, so if people want to, I could buy this one later, and then I could, you know, so people, again, very consumer friendly. They don't have to buy a whole new fucking machine because they want to. And the thing is, to me, I feel like with the older system, it's way easier. I think when it comes to PS3 and everything, I would have to figure out how licensing and stuff would work. But at the end of the day, for anything pre-PS or PS5, this thing should, because that's to me is I want something, we all agree, I just want to buy this box and I want it to do the thing. And at the end of the day, low-key, most of it, I would basically maybe pay someone or donate whatever, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people who do, they would literally have RPCX, you know, like it would have all the emulators, and I would make sure everything's legit, whatever, whatnot. Because I heard Dolphin has some issues, but I could probably mitigate that or some other bullshit, whatever. Or maybe if Nintendo really wanted to play ball, nothing would stop me. Okay, here, let me pay for like this license thing or whatever, right? Like I would actually like get lawyers so we can get things around, and of course I would hire people who do codes. But I think the fundamental basis, like that alone, is my main system. It's a solid plan. Like, it's not the hardest thing, like, and even then, remember, a good majority of it isn't illegal. Like, I am just having, again, it's basically like you say, a Raspberry Pi, and I just put emulators in it, and then I already preemptively put like it auto, you know, I would basically have people, okay, this is a thing, but instead of people having to manually do it, it does it for you. I'm pretty sure that's not the hardest thing to pay people to code into. You know what I'm saying? Or even then we could have prerequisites. Yeah. Okay, these are all the, but again, I mean, that alone, mind you, how successful do you think a system like that would actually genuinely be? Think about it. And we've seen people how horny they are to buy. Oh my god, it's the PS1 collection. Oh, but they have like what, 5 fucking games. And with the like, you tell me that if that's not a good idea for a system alone, something that could actually play all your retro shit pre PS4.
I would honestly, you'd be surprised how much of that actually sells on like fucking Amazon and shit, because those actually do exist. And there's actually a lot of different, like, you got either handheld version or like an actual like console version that you're able to buy now, because people have actually gotten this idea and like, went out of their way to make like what they essentially would consider like the best optimal emulator you could possibly have.
Right, right.
With you know, like it'll cost like $80 to $100, and then you have full access to like all these fucking game consoles. Which obviously, if you got the fucking emulator of the game console, then it's gonna have the fucking game in there and shit.
Right. See, the problem with that is there's a lot of legal gray zones, which I personally wouldn't fuck with, right? And that's what I think would make mines less appealing than those. But the other thing is their marketing, and they're smart. They don't want to. So mines would be like, it technically would be the inferior version of them, but also Spirit. Because here's the thing, there's not one that I mean, I know there is one, and it's pretty decent. It comes pre-packaged with an AMD Ryzen thing. These aren't very popular in the normal zeitgeist, and at the end of the day, they still have like some aren't perfect, whatever. And you still like, there are true. There are some I know that's like, oh, here's like all PS1, whatever. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it, and it has their own custom UI. And there's one for like the arcade ones, you know, their own custom UI and everything, and they even update it. I heard about that, but like largely for the most part, there's you have to be willing. Like always have to be an enthusiast and be willing to tinker. You know, whereas mine's, I want it to be genuinely like a console where you don't even think about it. And if there's updates, it's doing it for you. It's nothing that you have to do on your end kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like really legit console plug and play experience. It's just a lot of R&D and money. Like that's the difference, is these people don't invest that much money in it, right? And to me, I'm willing to invest that money in it. And another thing I would do, that's why I said, oh, depending, whatever I could talk to, you know, I'd say I would do that version. And then later on, I would say maybe there'd be like a store or some bullshit. I would put a store, right? And obviously, I would get Steam on board. Like, this is the basic version. Let's say that I released a sequel, right? And it still works. We're like, okay, here's this one. It's all that, but it's gonna have Steam OS, and you can switch between Linux or Windows. So it's basically three things. It has its custom UI, and then from there you can switch either to Linux or Windows, which is totally possible because Linux. Oh, I mean, to be honest, it's gonna run on Linux anyways. And Linux are good virtual machines. That way, you have 100% compatibility with most of the Steam library, right? And on top of that, to make it better, like I said, this is the better version, is that you can switch out the GPU and the CPU and the RAM. So you could literally, if you really, I mean, maybe, we'll see. I think it's a high likelihood, because at the end of the day, it's just a Linux machine, virtual machine with custom software, firmware for all the other stuff. And again, like the custom things that I put, that's all it really is. So yeah, that would be that. But the other thing I would say, especially for the classic titles, I would make it where I would see if I could. I think Sega would be down. I don't know about. And same with Xbox, probably more so. Sony and Nintendo are the big ones. I know Nintendo knows. Sony, I have no idea. You know, I would make it, and I would honestly try to make it really generous for Sony. Be like, yo, you get like 90%, right? And whatever rights, whatever. But definitely say Sega, this or that, whatever. You can now, like, if I have like, you know, I'll look into it. But the best way to put it, as long as there's no crazy legal stuff, I would give 50 to 80% of the Sega and other old cartridge stuff on my thing. You could go to the store and just buy it, right, for like really cheap, and it would actually go to the things, right? And I think I would say, I think I would be okay maybe with some of the NES games to a degree, but only if they weren't by Nintendo. Another thing I could do is contact these ones and be like, hey, here's the offer. We want your game from the NES, and then we're gonna port it to our system. Like, and that would be a legal loophole, because it's no longer an NES cartridge. We are literally getting the code. You know what? Like, I think that's another thing I would do. If they don't want to play ball, dude, nothing's stopping me from getting permission from some of these companies. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. I'm doing the free work for them to get more money. And you know what I'm saying? I would make it a lot to be really appealing to them. And the thing is, here's the honest truth, dude. I would be losing money on the system for the first few years, but it would make up for it in over time. That's the thing, is people don't want to lose money. The biggest problem, like I said before, it's greed. So if I were to do the system, it'd be after I have millions of dollars from my game. Then I would announce, hey, you guys are making my own fucking system. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys? I mean, I feel like I went off too much on this, even though we're supposed to be sticking to Nintendo's charging $90. But look at that, you guys. You got me fucking trying to make my own system and shit. Thoughts, Mr. Mario?
Good job, Nintendo.
Thoughts, Mario?
My thoughts currently, good job, Nintendo. You're doing a great job making everyone want to literally find any other option other than fucking buying your system. That's literally where we're at this point.
Oh, you know what? You give me even a better idea? I should make it where there's a handheld version. And here's the thing, dude.
You make a handheld version, people are able to fucking fuck around with them wherever they go.
You know what's crazy, dude? I'm gonna keep it $150, dude. I am not bad for R&D when it comes to performance and cooling, because me and Codes are obsessed with it. I would actually make a decent chassis, and it would be better than the Switch, Steam Deck, or any laptop. Because a lot of them, their biggest problem, I'm gonna keep it $150, is their fucking, one, their paste is, two, their fucking heat sinks are garbage, and three, their fans are bitches. I would literally just be, okay, here's a big fan, big heatsink, and then I would design around that. That's how I would make my design. Then I would design the ergonomics and everything else around that. But these people, okay, let's make something ergonomic, and then and it's like, that's why these things run so fucking hot. Mike, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally the best way to put it, imagine like a thicker Switch in Steam Deck, but with a giant like patch thing in the back, and you could just like, and that alone, shit you not, bro. I did that alone. People already do mods. We see this online. If I worked at Nintendo and that other company right now, I would already get them a better model of this shitty garbage right now. I'm like, oh, okay, so this, throw it in the trash. Here's a giant fan, heatsink, and we keep the same design, but we make it more and wow, look at that. The Switch actually runs a lot better. And literally, it's crazy. Like, these companies, like, they have their priorities backwards. That's why they're shit.
The only people who will fight against you are literally just Nintendo fans. That's
No one cares about those virgins. They're all pedos anyways.
Exactly.
Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like, this is why I know I hope to God I become the richest person on this planet, because not because I'm great or what, because the rest of you suck so much that it's like, fine, fuck it, I'll do it. Like, that's how bad y'all are. Like, if it wasn't for, I'm gonna keep it a $150. If Unreal Engine wasn't as easy to work on, bro, I'm gonna keep it $150 right now. I would quit being a devin, because this shit really is hard. It's a lot, and it's really meant to.
I think you made it to like $7 on that money skill, by the way.
Whatever. Like shit. Like, fuck, dude. Regardless, whatever. Anyways, let's just go back to shitting on Nintendo. They made me go on a rant about making my own fucking system.
I mean, there's really not enough for extension. Them being so fucking bad, other than the fact that, like, even if we go down the list of all the games that they ended up announcing that are brand new, like, it really just comes down to, like, we don't know whether or not these games are actually going to work. And from everything that we've seen, it doesn't look as good as they're trying to, like, tell it. Like, oh yeah, look, guys, we got the 120 FPS and the 4K and the 60s and the, like, okay, like,
dude,
that's really
dude, I just thought of a god. I already thought, you never had told you I was gonna do parodies of making fun of it, like, hey, we're not letting Nintendo, whatever. I just thought of a god tier commercial that I would pay like certain whatever and have good like cinematography and then edit myself that would genuinely make people be like, you know what, I can trust this company. Like, let's show a dude, you know, it's like a commercial, and it's, you know, you hear cars or whatever, a dude sweating, he's in construction doing stuff, and then like, and then he goes to work, and then you know, like the sirens, and he's just like, he's got it's like, man, he's like, he looks, you know what I'm saying, like, legit make it depressing and real. He goes to a thing and he's like looking at the eggs and it says like $100 and he's like, and then he comes back like, oh, Dad, did you get the eggs? You know, like, legit, I'm talking about like good at and make people feel sad and they don't realize it's a game commercial. And he comes back and he goes to play and we just put like COD and Tekken and he's just like, man, this shit sucks. You know, it's like, and then whatever, man, there's cheaters, hackers, and then the next day, you know, and he goes to the store and then he's like, oh, what's this? And then it's my game, like, oh, puts it whatever, and he comes back, you know, goes back to work. He's like, hey, you're getting a promotion. I'm like, oh, okay, nice, thank you so. It's like, hey, man, just notice your hard work done, whatever. And then whatever, then he goes to the store, things are still expensive. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. And he's like, you know, I saved some money with that game. Let me go buy some. And then he actually was able to buy the eggs. Like, oh, yep, I can make the cake now, kids. And then you know, and he's like, okay, man. And then he goes, it's been a hard day of work, whatever. And then he sits down and he plays the game, and it's like, and it's kind of like a mini compilation, and he's just going like, he's smiling, like he's actually smiling. He's like, oh man, this is nice. He's like, oh my god, it's a new mode. And then he gets the kids like, hey Dad, can we play? Like, oh yeah, you guys want to play this new game with me? And then, you know, it just goes to show, and then we just go at the end. It's like, if it's me in a suit and everything, it's like, I believe in you hardworking people. Every single dollar matters, and that's why I made this game the way games should be. And it just shows $45 because you're a hardworking person and you deserve a nice easy rest. And that's it. Like, genuinely sincere, bro. Like, would that not be just the best way to treat 99% of the gaming industry? To show that I actually understand. Like, did I not cook with that fucking commercial, bro?
Oh no, but it's not what we want. This like, this obviously gonna be something that's just a good plans, but at the same time, that'll actually be a genuine, like.
Yeah, but here's the thing. How much money you want to bet that all of those are privileged people that either get no pussy, have no kids, don't actually have a hardworking job? Like, I feel like to the average person, like, I could see, like, random black dude or random Mike being like, damn, this real as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that genuinely will touch the hearts of hardworking people. I feel like a genuine trailer like that is what we fucking need. And like I said, that's why, like, at the end, it's just, you know, the background, it's just me coming up, just in the sense, like, hey, no, man, I'm here to make you guys a quality fucking game, 100 hours, and this is the game priced, and that's gonna be my quote. I price games the way they should be. And every time I say that, we just say $45. Like, that's gonna be the ultimate treat, and you know no other company's gonna touch that. Not Capcom, not Rockstar, not Activision, not EA, bro. Because they're gonna be like, oh, game should be like, no, shut the fuck up. You heard my goddamn quote. Like, I can literally see one of my homies, bro. He's like, oh shit, you're the one who made it. Like, yeah. He's like, dude, no. When you said that, I was like, damn, I want to buy that game. I didn't know you made it. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, I mean, you tell me, right? I want from you, as a hard-working man with kids, is that a genuine, authentic trailer, or is it not? He cut off.
He's too busy
Oh no, I'm a sad chibi now.
with his kids.
No, I was gonna say you're asking me because like,
Yes.
in all honesty, I hate to be this guy, but I am definitely a gamer first, and then like you know,
Fair enough.
loving.
All right, fair enough. So you care about the gameplay. Okay, I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. Regardless, though, is it at least authentic? Would you say it is authentic?
Yeah, no. Honestly, no. That actually does sound authentic. I do like the idea of it.
Like that trailer is there to show that, like, nah, bro, we're charging 45 because we're real. That's it. Like we show like maybe small tidbits of gameplay, but no, it's this 1000% there. Be like, hey, game industry, fuck you. Because like I feel like that I see again because I talk to this is the thing that separates me from every other YouTube streamer. Whatever is like these people don't talk to real people. Like when's the last time you've been to a GameStop and talked to the actual people that go and buy these games? And we've seen in my previous vibecast before we had our main cast, I had the dudes from GameStop and they said like, no, dude, you're right. He even said like, dude. He says, I like you because you actually know. Like, he says, I don't like watching other people because they don't actually know what the average consumer is like. Like, most people literally come in, they see a trailer, or they'll get something that their friends is, and they'll buy that. Like, they don't really know about the controversy drama, this or that, or YouTuber streamers. Like, no, the average person, like, if it's there on the TV at GameStop or whatever we recommend them, like, it's either their friends they're used to, or it's something they see advertised to them. That's usually what they'll buy 9 times out of 10. Like, the games that are niche is because, legit, they just have no advertising. Advertising's everything. Like when it comes to the large market, which is normies, advertisement is everything. Like it doesn't matter how much your favorite YouTuber this, that, whatever. At the end of the day, gamers are a small niche compared to normies. You know, like there are people who don't know who Asmongold is. I know he's become really, really popular. Here's the best way to put it: every single person we know online, it's a big online personality, including Daigo and Maximilian. The average person has no fucking idea who the fuck that is, dude. Hell no, fuck no, bro. Like if right now, bro, Street Fighter 7 had Asmongold, Hassan, Maximilian, like literally everybody and their mom and Twitch on that shit. But if they didn't have a single trailer or commercial or anything on GameStop, it would sell like garbage. Because at the end of the day, all of Twitch is 1% of the population of planet Earth. Like it's not a contest. Like gaming is still like as a hardcore, we are still a niche compared to the average person. That's why I never go on being arrogant. And even when I say things that are common knowledge to us, I break it down respectfully to other people. I'd be like, oh yeah, like a good example. It's notorious in the gaming scene that people hate Operation Raccoon City, but in the normie field, they love that shit. Like the amount of normies I talk to, and I even tell them like, oh, did you know people actually don't really like it? And then I explain to them the whole thing. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see it. Now and then, I found out through talking through enough normies, like, dude, only in the gaming sphere is Operation Raccoon City hated. The average person fucking loves that game. And again, it goes back to when a game does really good sales. The only exception is a handful of games that sell well and they get returned a lot. Destiny, Mortal Kombat versus DC, these are the exception to that. Like most games that sell well, no, regardless of what IGN says or gamers on forums, homie, go talk to a normie and they'll tell you. That is the indicator if the game is actually like bad or not. And good example, Belgar didn't sell, Concord didn't sell. Assassin's Creed. The only reason Assassin's Creed sold anything, and sure as hell didn't get a million, is because most normies don't know shit about the controversy. They're just like, oh man, who's this black dude? Oh, they're in Japan. Oh shit, I'm gonna play this shit. Then they play it and like, yo, this shit's ass. I'm gonna return it. Like most people just find out, like, oh, there's a lot of trailers. Oh, I'm gonna buy Assassin's Creed. Then they buy it. They're like, damn, this shit sucks, and they return that shit. A good example, Fallout 76. We already saw the famous clip of that dude fucking trash at GameStop. Like until you see normies bitch about it, a sale is generally an indicator what normies think. Outside of it, if it's well marketed at least. Like, like look at how well marketed it is and then how well it's sold. If it's still selling good, well, then it just shows you, right? And at the end of the day, normies are very easy to please. These motherfuckers will play at sub 30 FPS at 480p and be like, this is fine. At the end of the day, they care far more about the core game than they care about shit that we do. Like, to me, bro, we already said it before, man. Anything underneath 120 4K for a modern game is unplayable to me, bro. I need 4K 120. No. And if you know, we got impossible. That sounds like a UPROM because Atomic Fall proved y'all wrong. That bitch running at a steady 124K. Excuses. Anyways, anything else we want to switch about? Fucking 90. So no. The games aren't even 90. You know what? No. The games aren't 90 because in Chicago, don't we have isn't that like a 10 or 20% tax? So isn't the game now $100?
Yeah.
Even talking about after tax, because honestly, if you want to talk after tax, Canada right now, currently, the games are going to be over $130.
Holy!
Australia, I believe, a single game is going to cost over $140.
Yes, what he said. Holy shit. We got Robot Mara rapping. You hear that, Vile?
Yeah, he's spitting too much facts. The connection can't keep up.
He's back.
Wait for it. Am I back? Have I returned?
Yeah, dude. You sounded like a robot rapping hard, bro.
No, because I'm over here running on the work computer, like the work internet. Like I'm on the Wi-Fi and shit.
Fair enough.
But like, no, what I was saying is, there are a lot of other places that like really have like some crazy ass tariffs.
Yep.
Um,
Latin America.
and our shit hasn't even been implemented yet. It's starting Saturday for us for the extra taxes on all these other products and shit. And then after that, I believe the 10th it's gonna go up again, like another like up to like 20% or some shit.
I mean, at this point,
but like if we're talking beforehand, because right now we're at 11% tax on the games here in Illinois, and then if you want to also add extra shit, because I do believe that there's like an extra like physical tax for also buying this shit over here as well.
ugh.
So then counting all that, and then starting this Saturday, I'm gonna expect our games. A ton. I'll probably look at $110 in total.
Dude,
Because just off the current tax that we have now, we're gonna spend. Let's say it'll be a $90 game. Our tax will currently make it like $92.
dude,
$102.
dude, on God, like I thought this, and I'm glad it says. See, gaming. I mean, it was already kind of like golf in a sense, but now truly it's like golf. Where, dude, this is a white, privileged, rich person's sport. Like basic. Like they already seen. Okay, we don't make a lot of money. People pirate a shit overseas, anyways. Fuck it, and we don't make enough. And we have cucks that are dumb enough to pay over thousands of dollars on mobile games. Like right now, 100%. I would say modern gaming, because of the crash too. It's just a rich person's like hobby. If you're a regular everyday dude or you don't make a shit ton of money, this ain't for you, dude. Like literally, it's a rich person hobby now. That's 100% what this is. Ain't no average person ain't keeping up with this shit. Like officially.
Oh hell no, not even fucking close.
Here's the thing. Like obviously, we'll get things here and there, whatever, because we're already so committed into the hobby, right? And even then, okay, I'll buy sale, but like to the average person, fuck no, dude. I mean, like I said, look at how many goddamn Xboxes and PlayStation 5s are in goddamn pawn shops. You know, like this is 100% a rich person hobby now. Like at least for modern gaming, right? Well, even retro gaming, because retro gaming is expensive as shit. And even gives it more
just trying to
stronger
get
appeal.
physical copies of certain games. It is hella expensive. Like I think MVC2 still goes for like over $90.
See, now that would make it that I'm more tempted to try to get a digital storefront for my made-up console. You know, that way people don't have to pay an exorbitant amount for fucking old games. So I think to me, it is that's why I'm not a belief of charging more. Or I don't think old games should be anywhere near their old price, because like, bro, you're an old game. You have a lifespan. Also, you're old. You're not a modern game. Like to me, I don't feel like paying more than 25, let alone 35 for an old game. I don't care how good this is. Like, dude, no. First of all, if you're good, you have millions of copies. That's number one. Two, you're just an old game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing with like retro games. Like, I see old pictures, like I immediately think 25. In my mind, you cannot convince me to pay more. You know, and that's the way capitalism works. It's like all market demand, whatever. Like to me, it's like you got me fucked up paying more than $25 for retro. And even for PS5, I'm more willing to. And guess what? I still be like, nah, I'll wait till it's 10. I'll wait till it's 5 or some bullshit. Or I'll buy it on sale. You know, it just like if I could get it lower, why get it for more? The only exception if it's an extremely rare collectible. Good example, like Naruto Storm 1 has a couple copies that have a misprint that says Naruto, which is why I say Naruto. And the most rare edition is if you could get the ultimate edition with that mistake, which is worth like $1 million. But yeah, because it's a once in a lifetime mistake in a special edition, of course it's gonna be worth that much. But that's a collector at that point. And to me, if it's a collector's item, sure, charge more than whatever you want. But if it's just a regular average copy of Silent Hill 2, I'm not paying $65 for that. No.
Yes.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna check on the bit. You guys keep ranting for me.
No, all good. We still here. We ain't going nowhere. But no, honestly, it's just crazy that we're even like in this position in gaming right now. It's fucking wild. What about you? What do you feel about the whole Nintendo situation that we're in right now?
I felt like if I had to say, if there's a cult out there, it's definitely Nintendo.
Oh, dude. I mean, dude, they sent legit. They literally got so butthurt about the Switch emulator. They're like, "Hey, Hiyoshi, Yoto, here's some play tickets. What are we doing, boss? Go bully some poor Brazilian dude. Say no more." Like, bro, they really did that. Like, homie woke up, told his homies, "Hey, yo, we gotta go bully the shit out of some random Brazilian dude." Oh, we know where he lives already? Yep.
Good. No, I'm just kidding.
Shitting on Nintendo. Their dumbasses want to charge $100. You what now? Okay. Ooh. You heard that?
So I said hi.
Oh, the halfie says. Oh, Cody says fuck you. He never says hi. You guys hear?
No.
She said fuck that
I
guy.
hear it.
She said fuck
What?
codes.
What?
Dude, him and her have like they legit have more sibling energy than her actual siblings. Like they be talking the
Dang.
maddest shit, bro. Anyways, is that all we have on
That's actually
Nintendo?
funny.
Yeah, right. No, it is, dude. Like literally, they see each other on site, just talking shit, bro. They're like dogs.
Did you just compare them to
I mean,
animals?
Nintendo and their shit. The only reason why anyone will actually purchase anything Nintendo would be their first party titles, which I would still argue a lot of their older games are a lot better than their newer games.
And
Like,
even
don't
then,
get me
bro.
wrong, I'm hyped for Kirby Air Ride 2.
Ooh, yeah, I saw that. I was
for
excited for
Metroid Prime
that.
4. But other than that, I kind of don't care.
And even then, you know what I thought? The Switch 2, I don't want to buy as much. Bro, I could just play on the Switch emulator. You know, like that's the main reason I want it, is because of Switch Pro. Bro, just emulate it. It's the same shit, but better. Yes, right?